Once upon a time there was a thick forest. All the animals were used to live happily together. Soon there was a rainy season and all animals were together to collect and save food for the coming days. Except the rabbit, who was impudent and disrespectful towards other animals. Elephant was considered as the most respectful and wise animal amongst all, who always encouraged love and harmony between all animals. Whenever Rabbit was used to hurt any animal or tease him, they were all used to go to Elephant to register their complaints. One day, he made fun of Bear for eating too much and for being old. That made Bear hurt and he went to complain Elephant. Elephant knew that Rabbit would not accept his fault and will not change either, so he asked the Bear to calm down, who firstly find it difficult but then agreed. Similarly, some other day he made fool of Monkey, who was older than Rabbit and did not like his attitude, so he also went to Elephant and complained. Elephant was listening to similar stories and complaints about Rabbit every day and was tired of his misbehavior. So one day he decided to go to Rabbit and talk to him. He told Rabbit that everyone is perfect the way they are, with all their strengths and weaknesses. And told him that we should respect each other and should not make fun of others for something we have and they do not have. But instead of listening to him and accepting his mistake, he told Elephant that he is old and lazy and can never be like him. He instead is active and quick. And told him that soon he will leave them all behind and will find a new place for himself where everyone else will be energetic and fast like him. Elephant got very angry and came back. But he knew that this cannot be delayed any further. This time he decided to teach Rabbit a great lesson. So he called all other animals to go and talk to the rabbit, once and for all. So all animals went together to talk to the rabbit. Firstly, Rabbit listened to them all quietly, and when they all finished, instead of apologizing for his bad and rude behavior, he started making fun of Tortoise. Tortoise was standing silent and did not know what to say in response. Although he tried, but Rabbit was laughing at him for being too slow and lazy, and was blaming him to be jealous of Rabbit. Elephant and all other animals got very angry at Rabbit for his rude behavior. Then suddenly, Elephant said that if you think that Tortoise is slow and lazy and you are super fast and active, so let's have a competition. Elephant then announced a race between Rabbit and Tortoise. And all the animals agreed to choose the next mountain as the finishing point. Then Elephant announced that if the rabbit will win, no one will complain about Rabbit's behavior, and as he liked, no one will ask him to do any work either. But if Tortoise will win, then Rabbit has to leave this forest and find a new place for him, as Rabbit told this earlier to Elephant earlier. For a second, Rabbit rethought of the condition, as he only said this to tease Elephant but never thought of leaving the forest, but then thought that Tortoise can never make him lose and definitely Rabbit is going to win this competition, so he agreed. Now the most awaited day has come. Everyone in the forest was too excited. Everyone come to the starting point except few who went to the finishing point to see who will cross the winning line first. When Rabbit and Tortoise signaled to be ready for the race, Monkey shoot a fire to start the competition. Both participants started the race and the rabbit started jumping. And in a glimpse of an eye, Rabbit vanished from everyone's eye. But the tortoise was walking slowly towards his destination. After a while, when the rabbit reached on top of the hill, he looked down and could not find the tortoise. He laughed at all animals and particularly on Elephant, as they all think of him wiser, and he was the one who suggested this competition between Tortoise and Rabbit, and for thinking that a tortoise can make him lose in running. But because of running, the rabbit felt tired and thought to rest for a while and eat something, so laid down under a tree. Once he was finished eating, he thought of reaching to the destination, but then as he was tired he felt little lazy. He thought of Tortoise and then said to himself that Tortoise will not be able to reach here that quickly, so he should rest for a while. Because he is only little far from the destination and he can be there far before the tortoise with only few jumps when Tortoise will reach here. Once again thought of himself winning and laughed on Tortoise. He thought how fun it will be to see his sad face then after losing, as well as of all other animals who were relying on that slow and lazy creature. As well as of Elephant, who think of himself as the wisest among all and always give Rabbit lectures. But Rabbit is the wiser and fastest amongst all. While Rabbit was very tired of jumping and running and was now resting under the tree, the rabbit unknowing fall asleep. But on the other hand, Tortoise was slowly but steadily walking towards his destination without resting at all. While walking continuously, there comes a moment when the tortoise reached on top of hill and saw the rabbit sleeping. And he passed by him quietly. And finally reached his destination, and all the animals got happy to see him win. The moment Rabbit woke up, he stretched out for a while and then again started towards his destination. Again he started running and jumping quickly towards the finishing line, happily and thinking that the tortoise will be far behind from him. Happily and excitedly, when the rabbit reached the finishing line, he could not believe himself. The tortoise and all other animals were already waiting for him there. The elephant then announced the results, and Tortoise was the winner of the competition. Firstly, he refused to accept that he lost the competition and started arguing others. Then Elephant said that as per the condition, now the rabbit has lost the competition and has have to leave this forest and found a new place for himself. And all other animals agreed. The moment Rabbit was about to leave, he realized his mistake and apologized to all he hurt purposely and consciously. They all smiled, and accepted his apology. Rabbit also apologized to Tortoise for thinking of Tortoise as something lesser than the rabbit and for making fun of him and his slow walk. They both shook hands and hugged each other and became best friends. And they all lived happily as a family ever after. And Rabbit never annoyed any other animal and always helped others in everything.